for fans?
Our second set at Beach Golf, 2016, there was 4 young men dressed as Mortal Kombat characters, and security was trying to kick them out of the venue before the after show started, but we insisted that they were part of our performance, and which allowed security was like, fine, whatever, let them stay, and they the last song of our set, we were kind of exhausted. Things were falling apart. The last big hurrah of our set, and they came on stage and battled each other on stage.
Was that it? Second set?
It was.
That was sick. It was a good time.
Epic fatalities.
They had good costumes. Yeah, we've had like cupcakes with our name on them, you know.
Bunch of people getting switchblade tattoos now.
Yeah. So
People have
many.
been bringing us gifts all the time, like
Artwork.
Collages.
yeah, little collages, little mood boards,
Sweet things.
and nice letters on the back.
Do you guys ever like keep them?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I know some people are like, I don't need this. Like, it's just
We have a
guess
bulletin board in our kitchen, and we put some of them there. It's a nice
Some of them
reminder.
are up on the
Shoebox.
Shoe.
The band's memory box.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to Sean. You guys said you hadn't really done too many like tours, but maybe from like traveling from one show to another. I guess just tours. What are some really good stories you guys have that are funny or crazy?
We just got off a almost month-long tour.
Yeah, we did our first proper tour just earlier this year.
We stayed like in. We got an Airbnb in Utah, and it was like in like a Mormon family's basement.
Oh, okay.
God.
Okay, this is a good story.
Okay.
This is a good one.
Yeah, and like we get there.
I'm like,
So
oh,
they give us the
never mind.
basement,
Yeah.
and it's like a family. This
Living in
two-
the basement?
Do you think they're not gonna find out? They don't.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
So I guess we, they're Mormon. We were
Getting really drunk.
We watched Wendy City Beat.
They were very welcoming,
So cool.
and like the mother like took us in and stayed a little while to talk to us and get to know our story and where we're coming from. And she was like, "Oh, musicians, that's so good that you're young and you can do that and get it over with." That was kind of her vibe. That it was just like, get it out of your system and then start a family. Was kind of her motive.
So I guess we're smoking weed and drinking beers, watching
Vaporizing.
movies.
Yeah. Like we all just like passed the weed pen around.
Yeah. So we're downstairs, and I guess one of the
okay.
family members comes in. This
Yeah,
young
while they have guests
girl.
there, we're staying in some of their bedrooms, like the kids' rooms and the family room downstairs, and the whole family like sleeps upstairs together. And it was us and the other band we were with, and so like 10 people just kind of with drinking beers and vaporizing.
It's my kind of party.
Which
Just
is
13-year-old daughter.
Yeah, the girl comes in and she's like grabbing something out of her room and she's looking around like, oh, this is my kind of party.
And then she trips over a case of
And
beer.
everybody shut up and just looked at her. Like everybody froze and went like, "What?"
Yeah, I was so paranoid that like she just knew everything about me that one moment. I was like, what does she mean?
She like
Is this code?
she like walks out of the room like and like almost trips over the case of beer and then like it's just silent for a few seconds and then I'm like, this is my kind of party. And we all just start like busting up laughing.
Tour's funny because you end up in like a lot of random places and hotels or Airbnbs or strange places. And sometimes you just forget like, oh, this is like someone else's home. Like I mean, we were respectful to an extent. But
What was that place? I think it was in
I wasn't tall
Portland
enough.
or,
I mean, I was too tall for the
Eugene.
shower.
We played in like some
we played in
the
Eugene,
Lorax.
stayed in
Oh, yeah, the
sorority
Lorax, man.
house. But when we started our set, someone stole someone else's wallet, and everybody ran outside to go beat up
Find
this
that
guy.
guy.
So
Yeah.
the college.
I ran into one of my like really good friends from high school. He lived there. I hadn't seen him for like 6 years. That was crazy.
I'm a hippie now.
Yeah, what's up? He's like, I live here. I'm like, what?
We played a what's it called, in Portland, the American Legion Hall, and we get there and we go through the doors and it looked like there was an AA meeting going on at first, but that cleared up and
I
anyways.
started playing poker with some of the old folks there.
Yeah, Richard gets in on the seniors poker night.
You got one of them pissed.
Oh, yeah,
I
better
made a
next to
few
him.
enemies.
This
Because
dude
I
was so
stole his
pissed.
$6.
Oh, wow. Probably chased you down then.
He didn't look at me when he shook my hand.
Alright. So what would be maybe one of the most like strenuous parts of being on tour or being just in the band and always being together? Because I imagine that brings up maybe
That's
some frustration.
Smelly
I don't
ass
think we
band.
fought this much this time around.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
kind
just
of get
tired.
used to. It's like, okay, he's being this way, so just avoid him. You know that
Yeah.
everybody.
Everybody has their buttons, and we know which ones not to push.
It's like,
Yeah, it was super smooth, really.
yeah, and we
All things
practically
considered.
all lived together already,
yeah,
so it wasn't.
anything new.
Yeah, it was just
Okay.
getting along.
That's good then.
Yeah.
And then this one's pretty easy. What maybe one of your best shows or one of your most favorite shows that you guys have played and why?
Our record release at the
Yeah,
bootleg
that
was
was-
pretty
That was
good.
top 5,
Amazing.
definitely.
It's tough to beat that one.
Pretty good. That was just seeing a line down the block for our show was really.
And the other bands were
Inspiring.
fantastic. Like one time on Baywatch, I was
So
so
good.
fucking happy to play with those
And
dudes. And
Boys
Wild
Wild
Wing,
Wing.
yeah.
Those boys
Well, you-
made Swear way easier too.
Yeah,
Oh,
traveling
yeah.
with Wild Wing is like we were separated at some point for a few days, and
We were lost.
I think that's when we
Yeah.
started to kind of get a little
Yeah,
pissed at each other because we'd meet up with them. It's like, oh, okay, talk.
release. I can't hang out with Theo.
Yeah. You just talk all your shit with them, and then go back to the group, and you're good. They do the same thing.
Yeah, they do.
Even worse than us. I
Oh
think.
yeah, I really think so. Actually, they're just like, damn.
no, they're giving Zach like the shit treatment.
Don't put that in the video.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
Who cares?
Everyone hates
It's
that.
fun.
I love you, Zach.
Was it? Has it been 2 years now since we played for Tori?
No, it was
that
last
was-
year.
was
That was
it
last January.
Last January?
Mhm.
Okay. A fan of ours reached out. Their friend was in the hospital getting cancer treatment, and they invited us to surprise her with a performance in the hospital. And a lot of the kids who were being treated came to get a performance, and you don't forget something like that. It was really
Yeah,
special.
That sounds really rewarding.
Just an honor that someone would ask us to come brighten someone's day.
And she's doing much better now.
Yeah. No thanks, Dad.
I remember. I remember at the end of that, at the end, when we finished, their whole family asked for a picture with us, and then their dad just looks at it and goes like, "We have a tradition in this family. Just everybody go like this." So it was, everybody just flicked at the camera. It was cute. I don't know.
I do it to Abe all the time.
That's how they say hi to me.
So,
So, dude.
I'll see you later, man.
Mahalo.
looking forward to this show coming up for Abe's graduation. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a good time.
Our musky
Baby
boys
boy.
were good.
My little baby boy. I don't know.
With all the hashtags, concert experience.
Mijo.
Okay. And then this one's fairly easy. How did you guys come up with your name?
Just eating a bagel.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I texted Sean. Just like, I don't like it. Oh, I kind of like it. So, and then later on, it fits with our type of music because back in the day, those doo-wop 50s, the 50s doo-wop groups, they all had it's like silver tones, the time tones, so it kind of fits. So
Yeah.
We also went through
I don't really like
maybe-
butter that much. So
We also
I
went through that, like, the or not the also
Oh, yeah.
that
stage.
was
It's
That was like,
I-
annoying
it's
as
the-
fuck. Yeah, it's the not the.
THEE.
No.
The.